Video opens with a fast-paced montage, explosions lighting up the night sky over Gaza, plumes of smoke rising from buildings in Syria, and ships under fire in the Red Sea off the coast of Yemen. The sound is a mix of news reports, sirens, and distant booms. From the shores of the Mediterranean to the strategic choke points of the Red Sea, conflict is engulfing the Middle East. Devastating wars in Gaza, Yemen, and Syria seem to erupt and escalate with alarming frequency, drawing in nations from across the globe. But what if these aren't just separate, isolated conflicts? What if they are all interconnected, fueled by a central, decades-long rivalry that has now burst into the open? To understand why the entire region feels like it's under attack, we have to look at the escalating conflict between two of its most powerful adversaries, Iran and Israel. For years, this has been a battle fought in the shadows. But now, the shadow war is over. For decades, Iran and Israel engaged in a clandestine struggle. A complex dance of espionage, cyber attacks, and targeted assassinations. This was a war of whispers and deniability, fought far from the public eye. However, recent direct military exchanges, including unprecedented missile and drone strikes, have shattered this fragile status quo. The conflict has moved from covert operations to overt confrontation, marking a dangerous new chapter in their long-standing animosity. An animated map shows the geographical distance between Iran and Israel, highlighting the strategic depth and the surrounding countries caught between them. This shift from a proxy-based shadow war to direct state-on-state hostility has dramatically raised the stakes, not just for them, but for the entire world. The true reach of this rivalry becomes clear when you look at the map of the wider Middle East. Iran has spent decades cultivating a network of powerful proxy forces, an axis of resistance designed to project its influence and challenge its adversaries. In Lebanon, Hezbollah stands as a formidable army on Israel's northern border. In Yemen, the Houthi movement now threatens global shipping in the Red Sea. In Syria and Iraq, a web of militias gives Tehran a direct land corridor to the Mediterranean and a front line against both Israeli and American interests. This ripple effect forces other regional powers to take sides. Saudi Arabia, a longtime rival of Iran, finds itself navigating a complex geopolitical landscape, balancing its security concerns with new diplomatic overtures. Turkey, another major player, pursues its own strategic agenda, often finding itself at odds with the other powers involved. The conflict's impact extends globally, particularly through the Strait of Hormuz, a narrow waterway through which a significant portion of the world's oil supply passes. Any disruption here, as threatened by Iran, could send shockwaves through the global economy. So when we see the heartbreaking images from Gaza, the turmoil in Syria, or the chaos in the Red Sea, we are not just witnessing separate tragedies. We are seeing the violent symptoms of a much larger geopolitical struggle. The central conflict between Iran and Israel acts as a powerful engine of instability, exporting its rivalry to multiple fronts and fueling fires across the region. Each proxy battle, each diplomatic fallout, and each civilian casualty is a ripple spreading from this core confrontation. The video closes with powerful slow-motion shots, a firefighter carrying a child from a collapsed building, a family huddled in a shelter, and a lone ship sailing under a tense gray sky. In a region scarred by generations of conflict, the path to stability seems more distant than ever, leaving millions to wonder if peace is a possibility or just a fleeting dream.